some great early pressure to really set the tone, to make sure that, like you said earlier in the week, that they were on, I guess, after a very difficult week. Must have been nice to see.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes to get the playing group up and looking forward to the challenge today after the week we've had. And that positivity and energy, you're never sure if it's going to translate to getting ready for the combative side of the game. And the boys, they can control that. And it's a testament to the way their resilience and mental resolve to actually then get up for that fight. So it's okay to feel good about the game and let's look forward. You've still got to bring heat, and the boys did that really well.
When did you know they were on today?
Oh, look, I think when we saw those signs in the first quarter, there was a lot of scrapping, fighting, blokes coming back to the ball. There's a lot of mistakes, but geez, we were at them, and I thought, they've bought in today. It's going to be a good day for the club.
Particularly pleasing performances from a couple of players that have battled for their place at times. Rory Atkins had a really good game. Sam Flanders is another who took quite a while to find his feet. He's going really well.
Yeah, it's. I think to win games of footy at this level, and you need the players from underneath to push up and establish themselves. So they've both had different journeys in the game. Sammy's slowly getting there, and his last couple of weeks have been really encouraging. And Rory's had a bit of a rough trot body-wise, and I think for him it's pleasing for him to get back to playing some good footy again. So those boys, they really focus on what their strengths are today, and they executed, which is great.
Ben King's had a bit of a trot in the last few weeks as well. Were you pleased with his effort?
I thought the way he attacked the week on the back of a disappointing performance last week was credit to him and his character. I think I mentioned during the week his form at training was excellent, and I thought today it wasn't his day again today to a degree, but the way he attacked the ball, launched at the footy, probably could have nearly hung on to a couple more, but that's what we want from Benny, and he's a handful when he's like that. So really pleased to step forward for him today.
How do you feel knowing that one game in that your message, whatever that was, has got through straight up?
Oh, look, I think it's not about me or my message today. I think it's around everyone at our footy club. I just said to the players in the room, it takes a lot of people behind the scenes to make sure the environment's a real positive one, and I think credit to not only our coaches at this club. I think everyone stepped up, and especially our footy department. A lot of work went in behind the scenes to make sure the boys are in the frame of mind to compete today. So it wasn't about me or my message today. It was about our people, and I think as a footy club, we took a step forward in that part.
It's still a nice moment for you though, isn't it, Kingy? You're 1 and 0.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, look, I had fun today. I've been in this industry a long time, and that was my first today, my first opportunity to sit in the big chair, and that's not something I thought would have happened this year, but it has, and I've really enjoyed it. So it was exciting, and I've loved it so far.
Did you address Stewie's departure collectively with the players, or was that something that might happen in the next few days, or how did you sort of address it as a group?
Oh, look, I think for me we just let the players go off on their own time and be around each other, and I think there's a range of emotions when this happens in this game, and I think our players have got really strong connections with Stewie, but in different ways. Some have been there his entire journey, and he's been like a father figure to them. So I think it affects different players in different ways, and it's going to take time to process what's happened. So that's why for all our people and our staff to clear their minds, just to narrow the focus on, obviously today, credit to them.
Do you think the way they sort of spread the load today, does it indicate they might be able to sustain that sort of performance? Because it might have just been a bit of a sugar hit, I guess, today with the emotion, but you've got a couple of games in the next few weeks that you could really have a crack at. Do you feel like you can sustain it?
Yeah, look, I think I really want to look back at this game and reward the behaviours that I saw from our playing group and make sure that's sustainable. So the result really is not that important. I think it's more about our actions and how the players play for one another. So that's really important. In terms of sugar hit, look, we played a couple of really handy teams the last 2 weeks, and one wasn't great. I thought last week against Port, we played 3 quarters of pretty competitive footy against a really good team away from home. So there's enough in that game to suggest that, these boys can play against anyone, when we're on the right path. And I think, so today was just all about rewarding what the boys have put in place, and we'll sit down and look forward to next challenge on Monday. We just want to take a deep breath, I reckon, after what's happened, to be honest.
Sorry, mate. cut you off. Sam Flanders obviously been building for, like, I think he's been back in 4 or 5 weeks now. What have you seen from him, and why has his game continually elevated over the past month, do you think?
I think it's just a belief with Sammy. He's got all the attributes to play the game. I think sometimes a player just needs that breakout game to feel like they belong. I think Sammy sometimes can not try too hard, but just chasing that breakout game. And I think he's just sort of taken a deep breath, realised any role he plays for us as a team's valued, and he gets the rewards. And he's someone that we've got in our team that can play multiple positions. So he's a very valuable member, young member of our team, and we're certainly a better team when he's in it.
Flanders said you had to sign up at some point this week with anything was possible. Was that been the message? I mean, you're still in that final hunt. There's been all this noise about Shuey leaving and everything, but is that the message, the main message, that anything is possible with this group?
I think we're just on a journey together. There's 7 weeks. Who knows what can happen? So today was important to start that journey together. So I think anything is possible. I certainly believe that with this playing group. There's an enormous amount of talent here, and I was just rapt to see them enjoy the game today and play for one another. So if they get some belief out of that, that's great. But hopefully they feel that connection to one another. And sometimes memories in this game aren't always positive. There's some stuff that punches you in the face at times, but sometimes that can make the group tighter as well. So hopefully they just grow from this experience as well and see where that takes them.
No Lockie Weller today. What's wrong with him, and how long will he be out for?
Just some knee soreness at the moment. It's just got a bit angry on him, so we're just going to see how he responds, during the week. So at this stage, it just wasn't right for him to play, and we won't take any risks with Lockie.
Any other injury concerns out of the game?
I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.